Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a concept that might seem counterintuitive but holds tremendous power. Let them miss you. In a world where everyone is trying to stay relevant, visible, and constantly in the spotlight, the idea of stepping back might sound strange. But sometimes your greatest impact comes not from your presence, but from your absence. Think about this: when you're always available, always around, and always giving, people start taking you for granted. They don't mean to, but that's human nature. We often don't value what's always in front of us. But when you step back, when you focus on yourself, your growth, and your goals, you create a space for people to realize your worth, value, and absence is a concept rooted in the profound human tendency to appreciate things more when they are no longer readily available. When someone is constantly present, accessible, or giving, their value may be overlooked. Not out of malice, but because of familiarity. Absence disrupts this familiarity, creating a space for reflection and recognition that can deepen relationships and elevate perceptions. It is in the moments of separation that people often come to understand the significance of what or who they had in their lives. Stepping back allows others to miss your presence and contributions, but it's not just about creating longing in others. It's also about regaining clarity for yourself. When you're constantly available, you can lose sight of your boundaries, your self-worth, and the balance between giving and receiving in relationships. By stepping away, you reclaim your time and energy, which can be directed toward personal growth, healing, and self-discovery. In this way, absence not only allows others to reassess their appreciation of you, but also enables you to strengthen your sense of self. Consider the impact of scarcity. When something is abundant, it's easy to take it for granted. The same principle applies to people. If you are always there, always saying yes, always giving your time, always accommodating, you risk becoming background noise in someone else's life. Absence removes the comfort of your constant availability, forcing others to consider what life feels like without you. This doesn't mean you should withdraw as a form of manipulation or punishment. Instead, it's about recognizing your worth and not being afraid to take a step back to prioritize yourself. Absence fosters curiosity. People begin to wonder what you're up to, how you're doing, and why you're not as available as before. This curiosity can reignite interest and engagement, especially in relationships or dynamics that may have grown stagnant. By stepping back, you create a sense of mystery that draws people towards you naturally without you having to chase attention or validation. Moreover, absence builds respect. When you're constantly present, you may unintentionally send the message that your time and energy are easily accessible, which can lead to a lack of appreciation. By stepping back, you demonstrate self-respect and teach others to value your time. People begin to understand that your presence is a privilege, not a given. This shift in perception can strengthen relationships, as those who truly value you will make an effort to bridge the gap that absence creates. Absence also provides perspective. When you're always in the thick of things, constantly involved in the lives of others, it's easy to lose sight of the bigger picture. Stepping back gives you and others the opportunity to evaluate what truly matters. It allows space for both parties to assess the dynamics of the relationship, the value being exchanged, and whether adjustments are needed. Often this leads to stronger, healthier connections, as both parties have had time to reflect on what they mean to each other. From a personal growth perspective, absence is invaluable. It creates room for you to focus on your own needs, aspirations, and well-being. This time away can be used to pursue goals, develop skills, or simply recharge. The energy and confidence you gain from prioritizing yourself make your return to any situation or relationship more impactful. People notice the positive changes and are reminded of why they valued you in the first place. Absence isn't about playing hard to get or seeking attention. It's about understanding that sometimes, to be truly seen and appreciated, you need to step back. It's a form of self-care that benefits not just you, but also the people around you, as it gives everyone the opportunity to recognize and value the connection you share. By creating this space, you ensure that your presence is never taken for granted, and you reinforce your worth in the eyes of others and yourself. In the end, value in absence is a reminder that sometimes less is more. It's a call to embrace balance, set boundaries, and prioritize self-respect. When you step back, you don't just let others miss you, you let them truly see you. And in doing so, you elevate not only your value in their eyes, but also your own sense of self-worth. Focusing on personal growth is one of the most empowering decisions you can make in life. It means dedicating time and energy to becoming the best version of yourself, not for the sake of others, but for your own fulfillment and success. Personal growth is a journey of self-improvement where you actively seek to enhance your skills, mindset, habits, and overall quality of life. It's about aligning with your purpose and embracing the process of continuous development. At its core, personal growth starts with self-awareness. To grow, you must first understand where you currently stand. This involves taking an honest look at your strengths, weaknesses, passions, and values. It requires asking yourself deep questions. What do I want from life? What are my goals? What are my goals? What areas of my life need improvement? This self-reflection forms the foundation for meaningful growth. Without clarity about who you are and where you want to go, it's difficult to make progress. Once you have a clear understanding of yourself, the next step is setting goals. Personal growth thrives on purposeful goals that challenge you to stretch beyond your comfort zone. These goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Whether you want to advance in your career, improve your relationships, or enhance your health, setting clear objectives gives you direction and motivates you to take action. Personal growth is not a destination, it's a continuous process. Along the way, you will encounter challenges and setbacks. These obstacles are not meant to discourage you, but to teach you valuable lessons. Growth often happens in moments of discomfort when you're pushed to confront your fears and limitations. By embracing these challenges, you build resilience and develop a mindset that views failure as an opportunity to learn and improve. Another crucial aspect of personal growth is taking action. Reflecting and planning are important, but without action, they remain mere ideas. Growth requires consistent effort. It means showing up for yourself every day, even when it's hard or when progress seems slow. Small, consistent actions compound over time, leading to significant transformations. For example, reading for 20 minutes daily, practicing gratitude, or dedicating time to learning a new skill might seem insignificant at first, but over months or years, these habits can completely change your life. In the process of focusing on personal growth, it's essential to surround yourself with the right people. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset and behavior. Being around individuals who inspire you, challenge you, and support your aspirations can accelerate your growth. Conversely, toxic or negative influences can hold you back. Choosing to spend time with people who encourage your growth creates an environment where you can thrive. Investing in yourself is another key part of personal growth. This can mean different things for different people, such as taking courses, attending workshops, seeking mentorship, or simply dedicating time to self-care. These investments in your development not only enhance your skills and knowledge, but also boost your confidence. The more you invest in yourself, the more you believe in your potential to achieve great things. Personal growth also involves letting go of limiting beliefs. These are the internal narratives that tell you what you can or cannot do. Often they stem from past experiences, societal expectations, or fear of failure. To grow, you must challenge these beliefs and replace them with empowering ones. This shift in mindset allows you to see possibilities where you once saw limitations and opens doors to opportunities you might have overlooked. Ultimately, personal growth is about becoming the person you aspire to be. It's about stepping into your power, owning your journey, and recognizing that you have the ability to create the life you desire. It's not about perfection or comparing yourself to others, but about progress and self-compassion. Every small step you take toward growth brings you closer to living a life of purpose and fulfillment. As you focus on personal growth, you inspire others to do the same. Your journey becomes a testament to the power of change and the importance of investing in oneself. By prioritizing your growth, you not only transform your life, but also positively impact those around you. Personal growth is a lifelong commitment, but it's a journey that's deeply rewarding as it allows you to live authentically and reach your highest potential. Embracing silence as power is a concept that many overlook in today's world, where constant communication and connectivity are the norm. Silence, however, is not a sign of weakness or absence. It is a profound form of strength. It allows you to conserve your energy, focus your thoughts, and communicate more effectively without words. In a society where noise often dominates, choosing to embrace silence sets you apart, creating an aura of self-assurance and confidence that speaks volumes without you having to say anything. Silence creates space for reflection, both for yourself and for others. When you take a step back from always explaining, defending, or engaging, you give yourself the opportunity to process your thoughts and emotions more deeply. It allows you to understand your motivations, clarify your goals, and align your actions with your values. This self-awareness is a powerful tool, enabling you to make decisions with intention and purpose. Silence becomes a form of self-care, offering you moments of peace in a chaotic world. For others, your silence invites introspection. In relationships, constant talking or over-explaining can sometimes dilute your message or even create misunderstandings. When you choose silence, you create a space where others can reflect on their actions, words, or the dynamic between you. It shifts the focus from you to them, encouraging them to consider your perspective more thoughtfully. This often leads to deeper, more meaningful connections because your silence signals that you value your words and do not feel the need to fill every void with noise. Silence also carries immense power in communication. It is a tool that can command attention and respect. When you speak less, your words carry more weight. People are more likely to listen intently because they know you don't speak just to fill the air. Your silence adds gravity to your presence, creating a sense of intrigue and mystery. This doesn't mean you should withhold communication, but rather that you should choose your words carefully and strategically. Sometimes saying nothing at all can have a greater impact than saying too much. Furthermore, silence is an excellent way to diffuse conflict or tension. In heated situations, responding with silence instead of impulsive words can prevent escalation. It gives you time to think, process, and choose a response that aligns with your values rather than reacting emotionally. This kind of restraint is a mark of maturity and self-control, which not only protects your peace, but also earns the respect of those around you. People are drawn to those who remain calm and composed, even in challenging situations. In the professional world, silence can also be a strategic advantage. Whether in negotiations, discussions, or meetings, knowing when to remain silent can give you the upper hand. Silence can create a sense of anticipation, causing others to reveal more information or make decisions before you even speak. It demonstrates that you are thoughtful, deliberate, and confident in your position, which can be far more persuasive than a flood of words. Choosing silence is also a way to conserve your energy. Constantly engaging in conversations, debates, or even social interactions can be draining. By embracing silence, you protect your energy and focus it on what truly matters. It's a way of setting boundaries, showing that you value your time and attention. This not only enhances your well-being, but also communicates to others that your energy is not freely available to everyone at all times. On a deeper level, silence connects you to yourself in the present moment. In moments of quiet, you can tune into your intuition, reflect on your journey, and cultivate gratitude for where you are. Silence allows you to hear your inner voice amidst the noise of the outside world. It's in these moments that clarity emerges and you gain a better understanding of what you want and need. In a world that often equates noise with power, embracing silence is a bold and courageous act. It shows that you are comfortable with yourself, that you don't need to seek constant validation, and that you trust your inner strength. Silence speaks volumes about your confidence, self-respect, and ability to navigate life with grace and intentionality. When you learn to embrace silence as power, you not only elevate your own presence, but also inspire others to recognize the profound strength in quiet moments. Setting healthy boundaries is a vital act of self-respect and empowerment. Boundaries are not about pushing people away or isolating yourself. They are about defining what you need to thrive emotionally, mentally, and physically. They establish clear limits on what you will and won't tolerate, allowing you to protect your energy, time, and peace while fostering healthier, more respectful relationships. One of the most profound effects of setting boundaries is the way it transforms how others perceive and treat you. When you articulate your needs and stand firm, you teach people how to value your time and respect your limits. Without boundaries, you may find yourself overcommitted, drained, or even resentful. Setting limits ensures that you are not overextending yourself to meet the demands or expectations of others, creating a balance where your well-being is prioritized. Boundaries also help clarify relationships. They act as a litmus test for the people in your life. Those who truly care about and respect you will understand and honor your limits, while those who push back may reveal their unwillingness to respect your needs. This clarity allows you to focus on relationships that are mutually supportive and to let go of those that drain your energy. Boundaries, therefore, become a tool for nurturing meaningful connections while distancing yourself from toxic dynamics. Moreover, setting boundaries allows you to take control of your life. It's an assertion of your autonomy, showing that you are the one in charge of your decisions, actions, and time. This sense of control is empowering and can boost your confidence as it reinforces the idea that you are capable of protecting and advocating for yourself. When you set boundaries, you are essentially saying, I know my worth and I won't compromise it. In professional settings, boundaries are equally crucial. Without them, it's easy to fall into the trap of overworking or being taken advantage of. For instance, agreeing to take on tasks beyond your capacity or working beyond agreed upon hours can lead to burnout and diminished productivity. Setting boundaries at work might involve clearly defining your availability, delegating tasks when necessary, or saying no to additional responsibilities that jeopardize your balance. By doing so, you establish yourself as someone who respects their own limits, which often garners respect from colleagues and supervisors as well. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you're being selfish, it means you're practicing self-care. When you say no to things that don't serve you, you create space to say yes to the things that do. This might include dedicating time to your passions, focusing on your personal growth, or simply resting when you need to recharge. By honoring your needs, you ensure that you have the energy and focus required to show up fully for the people and activities that truly matter to you. It's important to note that setting boundaries isn't always easy. It can feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you've been accustomed to prioritizing others over yourself. You might fear rejection, confrontation, or being perceived as difficult. However, the discomfort of setting boundaries is temporary, while the benefits are long-lasting. Over time, as you practice and reinforce your limits, it becomes a natural and non-negotiable part of your interactions. Communicating boundaries effectively is another critical aspect. It's not just about knowing your limits, but also expressing them in a way that is clear and respectful. Use assertive, confident language that communicates your needs without aggression or apology. For example, instead of saying, I'm sorry, but I can't help with this try, I appreciate you asking, but I won't be able to take this on right now, clear, calm communication fosters understanding and reduces the likelihood of conflict. Perhaps the most rewarding aspect of setting boundaries is the peace it brings. When you are no longer stretched thin by overcommitting or tolerating behaviors that don't align with your values, you feel lighter and more in control of your life. This peace translates into better mental health, stronger relationships, and a greater ability to focus on your goals. In essence, boundaries are an act of self-love. They affirm that your time, energy, and emotions are valuable and that you deserve to protect them. By setting and maintaining boundaries, you create a life where you can thrive, surrounded by people and opportunities that respect and support your well-being. Commanding respect instead of demanding it is a principle that emphasizes the power of authenticity, integrity, and consistency in earning admiration and value from others. True respect is not something that can be forced or coerced. It must be cultivated through actions, character, and the way you carry yourself. When you command respect, you inspire others to recognize your worth naturally without needing to seek validation or approval. At the heart of commanding respect is self-respect. When you value yourself, you project confidence and self-assurance that others cannot ignore. This begins with understanding your worth and refusing to compromise your principles or settle for less than you deserve. When you hold yourself to high standards, others take notice and are more likely to treat you with the same regard. Respect starts from within, and the way you treat yourself sets the tone for how others will treat you. Consistency is another cornerstone of commanding respect. People respect those who are reliable and true to their word. When your actions align with your promises, you demonstrate integrity, a quality that builds trust and admiration. Being dependable doesn't mean being perfect, but it does mean taking responsibility for your actions and being accountable when things don't go as planned. This accountability shows strength of character and fosters respect from others. Another way to command respect is by leading with empathy and kindness. Contrary to the belief that respect comes only from asserting dominance, true respect often arises from showing understanding and compassion. Treating others with dignity and fairness, even in difficult situations, creates a foundation of mutual respect. People are drawn to those who can balance strength with kindness, as it demonstrates emotional intelligence and maturity. Boundaries play a crucial role in commanding respect as well. When you establish clear limits and communicate them effectively, you teach others how to interact with you. Boundaries show that you prioritize your well-being and won't tolerate behaviors that undermine your values or self-worth. Upholding these boundaries consistently reinforces the message that you are confident in who you are and what you stand for. Respect is also cultivated through competence and mastery in your chosen areas. When you dedicate yourself to personal or professional growth, honing your skills and knowledge, others naturally look up to you. Excellence inspires admiration, and people respect those who have the discipline and determination to excel in their pursuits. By striving to be the best version of yourself, you set an example that motivates others and solidifies their respect for you. Silence can also be a powerful tool in commanding respect. In situations where words are unnecessary or counterproductive, choosing to remain silent can convey confidence and self-control. Silence allows you to listen actively, process information, and respond thoughtfully. It signals that you are not easily provoked or swayed and that you have the composure to navigate situations with grace. This restraint often earns the respect of others, as it demonstrates a calm and collected demeanor. Another important aspect of commanding respect is authenticity. People respect those who are unapologetically themselves without trying to conform to others' expectations. Authenticity requires vulnerability and courage, as it involves embracing both your strengths and imperfections. When you are genuine, you build trust and credibility, as others know they can rely on you to be honest and consistent in your actions and beliefs. Commanding respect also involves standing firm in your convictions, even in the face of opposition. While it's important to remain open-minded and adaptable, there are times when you must hold your ground to honor your principles. This strength of character shows that you are not easily swayed by external pressures and that you have the confidence to stand by what you believe is right. People respect those who are unwavering in their values, as it reflects inner strength and clarity. Ultimately, commanding respect is about being a person of substance, not show. It's about letting your actions speak louder than your words, living with integrity, and staying true to your values. When you focus on being the best version of yourself, respect becomes a natural byproduct. It is not something you need to chase or demand. It is something you attract through the way you live and lead. True respect, once earned, creates meaningful connections and opens doors to opportunities that further enrich your life. Being underestimated can be one of the most powerful positions to be in. While many people seek validation and recognition, being underestimated provides an unexpected advantage: the ability to work and grow without constant scrutiny. It allows you to surpass expectations, often catching others off guard and leaving a lasting impression. Instead of being a setback, being underestimated can become a unique strength, a quiet advantage that fuels your drive and determination. When others underestimate you, they reveal their limited perception, not your actual capabilities. This can be an empowering realization. It's a reminder that their opinions do not define your potential or your worth. Instead of letting underestimation discourage you, it can serve as a catalyst for self-discovery and growth. It creates an opportunity to prove not only to others, but also to yourself how much you are capable of achieving. One of the greatest advantages of being underestimated is that it allows you to operate under the radar. Without the weight of high expectations or constant observation, you can work on your goals without the pressure to perform for an audience. This gives you the freedom to experiment, make mistakes, and refine your skills. It's in these moments of quiet effort and persistence that true growth happens. By the time others realize your potential, you've already built a strong foundation for success. Being underestimated often ignites a powerful inner drive. It can push you to work harder, smarter, and with more focus. The lack of external validation forces you to rely on your internal motivation, which is far more sustainable and authentic. Instead of seeking approval from others, you become fueled by your own vision and determination to succeed. This intrinsic motivation ensures that your efforts are not swayed by external opinions, keeping you on a path that aligns with your values and goals. Additionally, being underestimated can build resilience. When people doubt your abilities, you learn to rise above their judgments and prove them wrong. This requires mental strength and perseverance, qualities that are essential for long-term success. Every time you overcome a challenge or achieve something that others believe was beyond your reach, you grow more confident in your abilities. Over time, this resilience becomes a core part of who you are, allowing you to face future obstacles with courage and determination. Another unexpected benefit of being underestimated is the element of surprise. When you achieve something remarkable that no one anticipated, it leaves a lasting impression. The surprise factor can be a powerful tool in personal and professional settings. Whether it's exceeding expectations at work, overcoming a personal challenge, or accomplishing a bold goal, the ability to surpass what others believe possible often commands respect and admiration. Being underestimated also forces you to focus on self-improvement rather than comparison. Instead of being distracted by how others view you, you can channel your energy into becoming better each day. This inward focus is a powerful advantage as it keeps you grounded and committed to your own journey. It shifts your attention from external validation to internal growth, allowing you to measure success on your terms. Moreover, being underestimated can make you more empathetic and understanding of others. Experiencing doubt or dismissal firsthand teaches you the value of giving people a chance and not making assumptions about their abilities. This empathy can deepen your relationships and make you a better leader, friend, or teammate. It reminds you that everyone has hidden potential, and sometimes all they need is an opportunity to prove themselves. However, being underestimated requires you to stay grounded and focused. It's easy to become frustrated or discouraged when others doubt you. The key is to channel that frustration into action. Let their doubts fuel your determination rather than diminish your confidence. Use it as a reminder that your journey is not about proving others wrong, but about proving yourself right. Ultimately, being underestimated is not a limitation, but an opportunity. It's a chance to grow, surprise, and inspire. By embracing the power of being underestimated, you can turn what seems like a disadvantage into one of your greatest strengths. In the process, you discover the depth of your potential, inspire others to rethink their assumptions, and pave the way for a future that exceeds not only their expectations, but your own. The art of patience is a profound skill that can transform the way we navigate life. In a world that constantly demands instant results, patience becomes a rare and valuable virtue. It is not merely the act of waiting, but the ability to remain calm, composed, and resilient during the waiting process. Patience is a powerful force that enables growth, fosters understanding, and paves the way for achieving meaningful goals. At its core, patience is about understanding that great things take time. Whether it's building a career, nurturing relationships, or pursuing personal growth, the most worthwhile endeavors often require sustained effort and persistence. The process of achieving these goals is rarely linear or predictable. Patience allows us to embrace this uncertainty, trusting that consistent effort will yield results in due time. It helps us resist the temptation to rush or settle for less, ensuring that we stay committed to our true aspirations. One of the most valuable lessons patience teaches is the importance of perspective. When we encounter setbacks or delays, it's easy to become frustrated or disheartened. However, patience encourages us to step back and view the bigger picture. What may seem like an obstacle in the moment often turns out to be a necessary part of the journey. Challenges can teach us resilience, sharpen our skills, or lead us to unexpected opportunities. Patience helps us see these moments not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones to success. Patience also fosters emotional strength. It teaches us to manage our impulses and emotions, preventing us from making hasty decisions that we may later regret. When faced with adversity, patience allows us to stay calm and composed, giving us the clarity to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This emotional discipline not only helps us navigate challenges more effectively, but also enhances our relationships, as it enables us to communicate with empathy and understanding. In relationships, patience plays a vital role in building trust and intimacy. Every meaningful connection requires time and effort to grow. Patience allows us to truly listen, understand, and stand, and support others without rushing to conclusions or imposing our expectations. It helps us navigate conflicts with grace, giving space for dialogue and resolution rather than escalating tension. By practicing patience, we create a foundation of respect and mutual understanding that strengthens our bonds with others. Patience is equally essential in the pursuit of personal growth. The process of transforming habits, learning new skills, or overcoming limitations is often slow and challenging. Impatience can lead to self-doubt or a tendency to give up when progress seems slow. Patience, on the other hand, reminds us that growth is a journey, not a destination. It encourages us to celebrate small victories and stay committed, knowing that consistent effort will eventually lead to meaningful change. Another profound aspect of patience is its ability to enhance our relationship with time. In a fast-paced world, we often feel pressure to achieve more in less time, leaving us stressed and overwhelmed. Patience allows us to slow down and savor the present moment. It helps us focus on the quality of our actions rather than the speed of their completion. By embracing patience, we cultivate mindfulness, appreciating the beauty and lessons in every stage of our journey. Patience also cultivates resilience. Life is unpredictable, and not everything will go according to plan. Patience equips us with the strength to endure difficulties and adapt to changing circumstances. It helps us maintain hope and perseverance even when faced with setbacks. This resilience is what enables us to keep moving forward, turning challenges into opportunities for growth and learning. Moreover, patience is a reflection of self-trust. It demonstrates confidence in your abilities and belief in the process. When you practice patience, you signal to yourself and others that you are not defined by immediate results, but by your commitment to the journey. This self-assuredness inspires others and sets an example of grace under pressure. Ultimately, patience is not just a skill, but a mindset. It is about finding balance between effort and surrender, action and stillness. It teaches us that while we can work hard and plan meticulously, there are aspects of life that unfold in their own time. By embracing patience, we align ourselves with the natural rhythms of life, fostering peace, fulfillment, and success that is truly enduring. Mastering your emotions is a cornerstone of personal growth and success. Emotions are an integral part of being human, but when left unchecked, they can cloud judgment, strain relationships, and derail progress. Learning to manage and channel your emotions effectively is not about suppressing them, but about understanding, embracing, and guiding them in a way that empowers you and enhances your interactions with others. The first step in mastering your emotions is cultivating self-awareness, recognizing what you feel, why you feel it, and how it influences your thoughts and actions is crucial. Emotions often stem from underlying beliefs, past experiences, or unmet needs. By understanding these triggers, you can begin to separate your emotions from your identity. For instance, feeling anger doesn't mean you're an angry person. It means something in your environment has crossed a boundary or expectation. This awareness allows you to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Once you are aware of your emotions, the next step is to accept them. Denying or suppressing emotions often leads to greater inner conflict. Instead, acknowledge what you're feeling without judgment. Emotions, whether positive or negative, are signals. Fear might be warning you of potential danger, while joy indicates alignment with your values or desires. By accepting your emotions, you can use them as valuable information rather than letting them control you. Developing emotional regulation is key to mastery. This doesn't mean avoiding difficult emotions, but rather managing their intensity and duration. Techniques such as deep breathing, mindfulness, or grounding exercises can help you regain control in moments of emotional turbulence. For example, when you feel overwhelmed by anxiety, pausing to focus on your breath or engaging in a calming activity can help you approach the situation with a clearer mind. Over time, these practices build resilience, making it easier to navigate challenging emotional landscapes. Perspective taking is another powerful tool in emotional mastery. Often, emotions are intensified by how we interpret situations. A perceived slight from a colleague might feel like a personal attack, but stepping back and considering alternative explanations, perhaps they were having a bad day, can diffuse the emotional charge. This shift in perspective not only reduces unnecessary stress, but also fosters empathy, allowing you to build stronger relationships. Mastering your emotions also involves aligning them with your goals. Emotions can be a driving force for action when channeled appropriately. For instance, anger can fuel determination to overcome obstacles, while sadness can deepen your appreciation for meaningful connections. By redirecting emotional energy toward constructive outcomes, you transform what might seem like weaknesses into strengths. This intentional focus ensures that your emotions work for you rather than against you. Communication is a crucial aspect of emotional mastery, especially in relationships. Expressing your emotions clearly and calmly fosters understanding and connection. Instead of reacting defensively or lashing out, articulate your feelings with statements such as "I feel hurt because." This approach reduces misunderstandings and invites constructive dialogue. Similarly, listening to others' emotions without judgment deepens mutual respect and trust. Another dimension of mastering emotions is setting boundaries. Allowing others to dictate your emotional state can leave you feeling powerless. Establishing boundaries protects your emotional energy and prevents you from absorbing negativity from others. For instance, if someone constantly criticizes you, calmly stating, "I'd appreciate it if we could focus on constructive feedback," reinforces your emotional autonomy. Boundaries empower you to remain grounded in your own values and feelings. Mastery also means recognizing the fleeting nature of emotions. Feelings are temporary and often influenced by external factors. What feels overwhelming today might seem insignificant tomorrow. Reminding yourself of this impermanence can prevent you from making decisions based on temporary emotions. Journaling, meditation, or simply reflecting on past emotional experiences can reinforce this understanding, helping you maintain balance in the face of intensity. Lastly, cultivating gratitude and positivity is an essential part of emotional mastery. While it's important to address negative emotions, focusing on what brings you joy and fulfillment fosters a resilient mindset. Practicing gratitude, whether through journaling, affirmations, or simply reflecting on the good in your life, can shift your emotional baseline, making it easier to navigate challenges with optimism. Mastering your emotions is a lifelong journey, but the rewards are immeasurable. It enhances your self-confidence, strengthens your relationships, and equips you to face life's complexities with grace. By taking charge of your emotional world, you not only transform your inner experience, but also create a ripple effect of positivity and empowerment in every aspect of your life. Taking risks is an essential component of personal growth, success, and fulfillment. Often fear and self-doubt hold us back from stepping outside of our comfort zones, but embracing calculated risks can lead to remarkable transformations in our lives. Risk-taking isn't about reckless decisions or diving into the unknown without preparation. It's about pushing past the fear of failure and moving forward with the understanding that growth happens through challenges, experimentation, and perseverance. One of the most significant benefits of taking risks is the opportunity for growth. Staying in your comfort zone might feel safe, but it can also lead to stagnation. When you take risks, you open yourself up to new experiences and challenges that push you to learn, adapt, and expand your skills. Whether it's taking on a new job opportunity, pursuing a creative endeavor, or challenging yourself to take on a physical feat, the act of stepping into the unknown forces you to stretch beyond your limits. It's in those moments of discomfort where you discover your true potential and realize that you're capable of far more than you initially thought. Risk-taking also teaches you resilience. When you take a risk, there's always a possibility that things won't go as planned. However, even when faced with failure or setbacks, the experience is invaluable. Learning how to recover from disappointments, reassess your strategy, and try again builds mental strength and emotional maturity. The ability to handle failure and learn from it is one of the most important lessons in personal development. Rather than seeing failure as an end, it becomes a stepping stone toward greater success. Because every attempt teaches you something new that can be applied to future endeavors. Moreover, taking risks fosters a sense of empowerment. It encourages you to trust in your abilities and instincts, which boosts confidence. Each time you take a risk and succeed or even fail, but learn from the experience, you gain a deeper understanding of your strengths and weaknesses. This self-awareness not only enhances your decision-making skills, but also helps you become more confident in your ability to handle whatever life throws your way. Trusting yourself and your judgment in times of uncertainty cultivates a mindset that thrives on challenge rather than avoidance. Risk-taking is also integral to innovation and creativity. Many of the world's greatest breakthroughs, whether in technology, science, art, or business, stem from someone's willingness to take a risk. Taking risks allows you to experiment, try new ideas, and explore possibilities that others might not consider. The fear of failure can often stifle creativity, but when you embrace risk, you give yourself the freedom to think outside the box, challenge the status quo, and push boundaries. The greatest innovations often come from those who dare to take chances and try something different. Another important aspect of risk-taking is the potential for reward. The biggest achievements in life often come from taking bold actions. If you stay within the confines of your comfort zone, you may never experience the success, joy, or satisfaction that comes from pursuing something that initially seems uncertain or daunting. By taking risks, you give yourself the opportunity to achieve things that might have once seemed out of reach. Whether it's landing a dream job, starting your own business, or finding deeper purpose in your personal life, the reward that follows a well-thought-out risk can be life-changing. Taking risks also helps to build a growth mindset. When you're open to taking chances, you start to view challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to your success. This shift in perspective allows you to embrace challenges with enthusiasm and curiosity instead of fear. Each risk you take helps to reinforce the idea that failure is not permanent, and that every experience, whether successful or not, brings you closer to achieving your goals. This mindset encourages continuous learning and adaptation, key factors for long-term success. In relationships, taking risks can lead to deeper connections and more meaningful interactions. Opening yourself up to vulnerability, expressing your true feelings, or taking the chance to create something special with others requires courage. These risks often lead to stronger bonds as they show that you are willing to invest in others and put yourself out there. While it can be scary to be vulnerable, it often results in greater intimacy, trust, and mutual respect. Of course, taking risks should be done thoughtfully. It's important to assess the potential consequences, plan for possible outcomes, and weigh the rewards against the risks. Calculated risks, where you take the time to prepare and consider the likely scenarios, are far more effective than impulsive decisions. The key is not to shy away from risk altogether, but to approach it with awareness and a clear sense of purpose. Ultimately, taking risks is about expanding your horizons, both personally and professionally. It's about choosing growth over comfort and challenging yourself to reach new heights. Life's greatest accomplishments and most fulfilling experiences often lie on the other side of fear, waiting for you to take that first step. Embracing risk allows you to live a life full of possibility, learning, and growth. It's not about avoiding failure, but about embracing the unknown and trusting that, no matter the outcome, you will emerge stronger, wiser, and more capable. The power of consistency is often underestimated in a world that values quick results and instant gratification. Yet consistency is one of the most reliable paths to achieving long-term success and personal growth. It's not the big dramatic actions that lead to success, but the small, repeated actions taken every day. Whether you're building a business, developing a new skill, or transforming your habits, consistency is the key that unlocks the door to sustainable progress, and lasting change. Consistency creates momentum. When you take small, consistent steps toward your goals every day, you build a sense of rhythm and purpose. This momentum can help you overcome obstacles and push through moments of doubt or difficulty. The compounding effect of consistent effort means that each day of progress builds on the last, creating a powerful forward motion that becomes hard to stop. The more consistent you are, the more you develop a mindset of persistence and resilience, making it easier to face challenges and keep going, even when progress seems slow. One of the most valuable aspects of consistency is the development of discipline. Discipline is what keeps you focused on your goals, even when motivation wanes. Motivation can be fleeting, often driven by emotional highs or external factors, but consistency relies on structure and routine. By establishing habits and sticking to them, you ensure that progress happens even on days when you don't feel motivated. Discipline built through consistent effort is the foundation of success because it allows you to keep working toward your dreams, no matter the circumstances. Consistency also helps to develop trust both in yourself and others. When you show up consistently, whether at work, in relationships, or in your personal growth, you build a reputation for reliability and dependability. People start to trust that you will do what you say you will do. This builds credibility and strengthens relationships, whether with colleagues, clients, or friends. On a personal level, when you are consistent with your own actions, you begin to trust yourself more. You prove to yourself that you are capable of following through, which boosts self-esteem and confidence. In terms of personal growth, consistency is essential for mastering new skills. Whether you are learning a new language, improving your fitness, or practicing a musical instrument, it is the small, regular efforts that lead to improvement. Learning anything new requires time, and consistency is the only way to make progress. It's easy to get discouraged when immediate results aren't visible, But the magic of consistency lies in its long-term impact. As you continue to put in the effort day after day, you'll start to see small improvements that gradually turn into significant achievements. Consistency is also vital for creating habits that support your well-being. Healthy habits like exercising regularly, eating nutritious food, and getting enough sleep are all built on the foundation of consistency. These habits are not formed overnight, but through regular, repeated actions. In the same way, negative habits are developed through consistency, and breaking them requires the same approach. To change your habits, you must be consistent in your efforts to replace old behaviors with new, healthier ones. This takes time, but as you continue to show up for yourself, the new habits will gradually replace the old ones, leading to lasting change. Furthermore, consistency is essential in overcoming the fear of failure. Often we avoid taking action because we're afraid we won't succeed. But success is not achieved in a single leap, it's the result of continued effort. When you show up consistently, even in the face of setbacks or failures, you prove to yourself that mistakes don't define you. Instead, they are part of the process of growth. Each failure becomes an opportunity to learn, adjust, and keep moving forward. Consistency helps you stay in the game long enough to turn failures into lessons, making it possible to ultimately achieve your goals. The power of consistency also extends to how you perceive your progress. When you are consistent, you begin to see the fruits of your labor over time. Rather than getting caught up in immediate results, you develop patience and a long-term vision. This helps you stay focused on the bigger picture, even when progress seems slow or imperceptible. Over time, as your efforts compound, you'll realize how far you've come, often in ways that are far more meaningful than short-term achievements. Consistency also fosters a growth mindset. When you are consistent, you embrace the idea that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort. You understand that growth takes time and that improvement is incremental. This mindset helps you stay motivated even when the road is tough, because you know that each effort, no matter how small, is contributing to your overall development. Finally, consistency is the key to building a sense of purpose and direction in life. When you align your daily actions with your goals, you create a roadmap for success. Each day becomes a stepping stone towards something greater. Consistency transforms your dreams into achievable goals by breaking them down into manageable actions that you take every day. Over time, this commitment to consistency leads to a fulfilling life driven by purpose and accomplishment. In conclusion, consistency is the silent force behind success. It's not the flashy one-time achievements that create lasting impact, but the steady, persistent actions taken every day. Consistency creates momentum, develops discipline, builds trust, and ensures progress. It helps you master new skills, create healthy habits, and overcome failure. Most importantly, consistency transforms your dreams into reality, one small, deliberate step at a time. By committing to consistent action, you lay the groundwork for a life of growth, achievement, and fulfillment.